I think you have such rich history, such experience. You kind of down, he plays it down a little bit, but Todd has so much experience. I would love to bring Todd to Trinidad to do a workshop. We have so many talented people, and I've been talking to him about that for many years. Like there's an event. Todd won awards for something. I don't remember the name of the event, but you have 48 hours in which to produce a short film.
Oh, yeah.
And Todd won a lot of awards for participating in those events, and he acted in them, he's produced them, so many different things. Todd, there's one classic one you were telling me about where you had to produce a Western. Could you just talk a little bit about that particular event and how that unfolded?
So it's called the 48-Hour Film Project. This is where teams of competitive filmmakers have 48 hours to write, shoot, edit, score, and produce a final film in 48 hours. Most films are about 5-7 minutes long. And at the time I was working for Apple, working in their retail store in Portland, Oregon. And so our team of filmmakers, this was a gang of incredibly creative people, young kids, all younger than me. I was the oldest guy in the store. And these are guys who knew how to edit, they knew how to score, they knew how to write, they knew how to shoot. And so this was our first crack at creating a 48-hour film project. And all they wanted me for was to act in it, because they knew I was an actor and they knew I was a member of the Screen Actors Guild. And they thought, oh my God, we've got a member of the Screen Actors Guild working in our store. Oh my God, let's grab him and put him in our movie, Yeah. And I'm like, okay, whatever, And, I didn't have anything to do on Saturday, so sure, okay. And so the way it works is there's usually a kickoff event, usually at a pub, on a Friday night. And Friday night at 6 o'clock, the organizers pass around a hat. And inside the hat are envelopes, a whole bunch of envelopes. And inside each envelope is a genre of a type of movie, right? Like a Western or sci-fi or romance or heist or silent movie or something, alien abduction, whatever. It's the type of movie you have to create. So you pick out an envelope, you open the envelope, and now you've got 48 hours to produce that kind of movie. So I wasn't at the kickoff party, but our director and some of the writers who were working on this film were there. So they want to try to get started on it as quickly as possible. So they pick an envelope and it says Western inside, which is one of the worst you can pick. And I was explaining to Daya yesterday because, oh crap, you need costumes, you need horses, you need a barn, it's just the worst. So at that time, my wife and I actually, and unbeknownst to everybody else on the team, we were living just across the Columbia River from Portland in Vancouver, Washington. And we were living on 20 acres in a horse boarding facility, right? We were boarding horses at our place, so we had a barn and lots of hay and horses. And so
Perfect.
The director calls me up, and it's Saturday morning, and he says, well, I think we've got our script. Are you ready to shoot a movie? And I said, sure, I just have to feed the horses and I'll be ready to go. And I have no idea what was in the envelope. I didn't know they picked Western. And he said, what did you say? And I said, I have to feed the horses. He said, you have horses? I said, yeah. I got about 10 or 11. He goes, do you have hay bales and stuff? How about, do you have a barn? I said, uh-huh. Okay, listen, I got to call you back. We're going to rewrite the script a little bit, and he hangs up on me and said,
Todd, you just had to get the Western clothes. Hopefully you had that too.
Well,
you made it
I
up.
had you do what you get, like a long coat,
Yes,
right?
right.
And some jeans and,
That's all
like
you need, then,
a flannel shirt or something, a cowboy hat, So we got as much of the stuff we could get from a costume supply company. And,
Oh, great.
and so they come out to our ranch, and we shot the thing out there, and basically it was our the plot basically is this: I play Tom Mad Dog Horn, the baddest outlaw that ever lived, right? And the director plays Pete Peterson, who is the greatest wanted poster artist in history. And
Hey Todd, give us a line from your script if you remember. One line in character. Putting Todd on the spot.
oh, I am going to kill you, but not before you fix this. And he says, what, you don't like it? You don't like the poster that I drew for you? He says, no, my nose is too big, so I'm gonna kill you. He goes, well, we can fix the poster. We can make your nose smaller. We can make you bigger and stronger. He goes, no. You know, he said, we can put warts on you so no one will recognize you. No, warts. So he said, no, I'm just gonna hang you. And he says, wait, I've got an idea. So the wanted poster artist says, how about if we put you on horseback, and you're atop a stallion with a beautiful woman admiring you? Yeah, do it. He goes, but wait, what if we had you on top of a stallion with a beautiful woman admiring you, and there's a volcano erupting in the background? You know, yeah, do that, right? So anyway, finally, he gets the poster almost all done. Now, I don't want to give it away because I'm sort of hoping you'll get to see this. It's on my website.
That's good.
And he gets the poster all done, and he breaks his pencil. Oh, I broke the pencil. I can't finish it. He goes, wait, I've got a pencil in the house, right? So he runs out and he says, yeah, go get your pencil. So he runs off, right? And I come back with the pencil, and he's gone. Now I'm really going to kill him. So I can't tell you what happens. You have to see the rest of it.
But it won awards, didn't it? You got some awards. It moved on from there, and you got awards.
So so this is the Portland version, right? The Portland, Oregon version of the 48-hour film project. Then there were dozens of entries, but our little Western took Audience Choice, Best Actor, Best Picture, Best Graphics, right? And we did so well in that
Best
one.
Actor, right?
Actually, I think they gave it to the guy who played the
other guy.
the poster artist, Pete Peterson, who was the director, Aaron Toy.
Okay.
And I said, gee, I'm the Screen Actors Guild actor. And all right. So the film did so well, it was entered in the 𝗧MAPalooza project in Los Angeles, which is where the winners of all the other 48-hour film projects from across the country go. And it did so well there, it was invited to show at the Cannes Film Festival in Cannes, France. Now, most filmmakers spend a lifetime trying to get to that, right? We end up backing into it, you know?
That's amazing.
So, yeah, and they don't show it at the big auditorium with thousands and thousands of people. Cannes has this little space, this little auditorium. It's called the Short Film Corner. And so this is where the winners from around the world show the best stuff. And there was like the top 10, the top 10 48-hour film project winners from around the world.
You're among the top 10.
From Jordan, from Vietnam, from England, from Brussels, from Belgium. And it's amazing what you can do in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
so anyway, I posted it on my website, and Dia will put it in the notes on our video thing there, so you can link up to it and you can see what we did. And there's some other 48-hour film project films that we did. I think we had about a half a dozen of them. We did a silent film. It was the year after the silent movie called The Artist came out. That was it was a modern silent movie, all done in black and white.
Yeah.
And we happened to pick silent movie that year, and said, oh crap. And that's a very funny one. It's basically about a priest who takes a vow of silence and witnesses a heist, witnesses a kidnapping. And he runs away to try to call the police. And you see him on his phone like this, and he's got like this. And then the words come up on the screen, you know, like 911, what is your emergency? He's like, and then 911, are you there? What is your emergency? And he has taken a vow of silence, and he can't speak. And now the bad guys, they not only have grabbed this young woman, but now they grab him because he's witnessed the kidnapping. Now, I can't tell you what happens.
You got to look at it. You got to check it out.
But you'll see.
What was your role in that one as well?
I played the Monsignor who gives the vow of silence to the young priest.
That's funny. I'm going to check it out myself, Todd. Todd, this was absolutely amazing. I mean, this is gold. Todd, we really have to get you back to Trinidad to do a workshop. Would you be interested in doing that?
Of course.
Oh, that's good. There's so many talented people who would love to pick your mind. We could probably do like a workshop where you get them to produce a film instead of 48 hours for 4 minutes. I mean, something
Maybe 48 minutes.
48 minutes. But we definitely have to do something like that and bring Todd to Trinidad and the Caribbean. You have a wealth of experience, and a lot of us want to learn from that because Trinidad is progressing, the Caribbean is progressing in filmmaking. We have a film company in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're always advancing and improving. And then the voice industry is another whole level of skill as well. And things are evolving. I love what you said about, no longer does it have to be this, what we'll call the announcer voice in commercials, where you have to sound very polished and professional. They want just a normal, plain voice, someone sounding like you're talking to one person. That's what they used to always say. You're just talking to one person, that friend. That's what you want to do. You have to have a conversation in that commercial. And so you listed a whole bunch of opportunities that people can have. Now the world is just a village. So you can have any accent, you can be from wherever in the world, and you could get into the voice acting industry. Not so, isn't that real?
Yeah. And it's like you said before.
Yeah.
Probably for people thinking about trying to get into the voice business, like Diana said, you don't necessarily need the voice of God to make it. I mean,
right.
that's one type of voice, right? But it's not always the best voice for the job.
That's right.
It is one tool in your toolkit.
That's right.
But just having a natural, friendly voice that can convince people to buy this product, go to this destination, help your friends, be a volunteer, or whatever. You just need to be able to relate to people, and you don't necessarily have to talk like this.
No, you don't. But this is amazing. And Todd, thank you so much for coming.
It is my pleasure.
In a world, remember that voice? In a world.
In a world where you can watch videos all day long.
You don't have to have a voice like Todd.
Or Dias.
Thank you so much for watching. This was wonderful. Take care, Todd.
Okay.
All right.
See you soon.
Yeah.